Let's see who's first in the chat this evening. Jeez. Who is going to be first in El Chato? Who's in the chat? What's up, Ronan? What's up? Guys, I'm getting ready. I've just got out of the shower, had to freshen up. So we're late to the stream. Big up to everybody in the chat already. Can you guys hear me? Please let me know. And Huntsman, we can hear you. It's off to a strong start. What's up, everybody? How is everyone doing tonight? It's another chat. Thank you, whoever's hitting the like button. I really appreciate that. And please, guys, forgive my bedraggled appearance. I've just got out of the shower. Got to spruce myself up a little bit. I actually really wanted to be ready much earlier, but I ran out of time. I couldn't come on stream with horrible grease hair. I was looking pretty rough, chat. So we're gonna get ourselves sorted. We're gonna put some tunes on, and I'm gonna catch up with the chat. How is everybody doing this evening? Dan says liked. Real ones in the chat already. Hell yeah. And Ronan says, forgot to say yesterday, I've been in bed all day. I'm unwell. Oh, sorry to hear that, Ronan. Hopefully you heard the shout out I gave you on the stream though. I was saying there are people like yourself who just like to go background sometime. So yeah, nice to see you, mate, and I hope you feel better soon as well. Whoa! Fumble. All right. Huntsman says, sadly got to do a hit and run. I got to go. Might come back later, but bye now for see ya. Huntsman's got to do a hit and run. I've never thought about a stream before, but Huntsman, I know what you're saying. And we'll look forward to seeing you in a bit, mate. Take it easy as always. I hope you're better after yesterday. And Eva the Diva is back in the chat. Hell yeah. Dan is saying that he wasn't here yesterday because he was at Alton Towers. How did you get on at Alton Towers, Dan? Did you have a good time? And by the way, just hit the like button for the third time. W to you. I really appreciate that. All right, guys. My remote is over here, so I'm going to put a tune on. And let's see what the chat's saying. What is everybody saying in here? Eva's in it. Her friend was at Alton Towers yesterday. I've not been to Alton Towers for absolutely years, guys. I hear they're can be pretty bad these days. To be fair, they were pretty bad back in the day as well. Right. By the way, big up to everybody who's joined the stream. Sorry I'm late. I was in the shower. And like I was saying, I had to freshen up for you. Well, not just for you guys. It was for me as well. But yeah, I had to freshen up for real because I couldn't hop on without feeling a little bit cleaner. So my hair is clean. I'm behind on the tunes though. So for everybody that's bearing with me, I appreciate it. And as always, I'm looking forward to another stream with you guys. It's not been my favorite day. I won't lie to you. It's not been my favorite day today. But I knew I was joining the stream and I was looking forward to it. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to it too. I appreciate everyone that keeps coming back on the stream, keeps hopping in the chat and saying what's up. It's much appreciated. And if you're out there, please, hello, let me know where you're watching from. Oh, right then. Cool. Let me see what the chat's saying. Eva says, my cousin is coming tomorrow. I hope he liked his stuff. Fingers crossed, Eva. I'm sure he will. Oh, no, he will. Yeah, I'm sure he will. What's up, Stephen Donnelly? Back in the chat. How are you doing, Stephen? We're just getting started. Great to see you in here, as always. How are you doing? Dan says the line was 1 hour and 30 minutes to get on the ride for 8 seconds. So Dan's talking about Alton Towers. And I was just saying to Dan, you know what? I hear the lines are pretty bad at Alton Towers. And Dan has confirmed it. 1 hour and 30 minutes to get on the ride for 30 seconds. I don't know. That's not stacking up for me, guys. I wouldn't want to wait that long. But that's just me. How is everybody doing this evening? The tunes are on. Finally getting in business. Thank you for joining. We're a little bit late. We're a little bit late started tonight, but that's my fault, not yours. So if you're joining the stream and you're on chilling with it now, I much appreciate it. And don't forget to hit the like button. Please help a guy out and let's get this stream absolutely popping. Stephen is saying he's all good. Shadow boxing. Nice, Stephen. Are you doing with gloves on or are you just doing like literally shadow boxing? I have some boxing gloves myself, and I've never trained a day of boxing in my life, but I've got some boxing gloves, and it's really good for a work, and just kind of release some tension. So W Stephen for staying fit. And guys, as always, if you're out there and you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. You know I want to know. Got Dan back in the chat, one of the OG mods, and says, only late by 5 minutes, don't worry. Woof you, Dan, I appreciate that. You know what, timekeeping is one of my weak points. However, hopefully, we can make up for it in vibes alone. What's up to everybody joining the chat? Great to see the stream popping off. And Eva is straight in there with a song request saying, can you play Gabriella by Cat's Eye? We will put that on after this. This current tune is DJ SS Lighter. And by the way, guys, if you're joining the stream, if you're on the stream right now, make sure you jump in the chat and say hello. The chat around here is very, very friendly. Stephen is bare hand shadowboxing. Float like a butterfly, stick like a Stephen. Who says, what was your day like? Stephen, I'm going to keep it real. My day was... It wasn't my favourite day, put it that way. Nothing terrible happened. It was just one of those days. Do you know what I mean? It was one of those days where you're like... But for real, and I was just thinking about this before, I was looking forward to hopping on with you guys, which is why I want us to absolutely pump up the vibe in here. Smash the like button. Let's get the chat popping off. If you like throwing up react emojis, throw them up at the side because I love seeing them. Riasa? Or Ria? Ria says, wait, you're doing Gabriella? We're going to put some Gabriella by Cat's Eye on in a minute. Whoever just hit the like button, you're a real one. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm missing a light. No, I'm not missing a light. It's all good. I don't think I've seen you here, Ria. So hello to you as well. Whoever is throwing up emojis at the side, you're a real one. Thank you so much. Like I was saying, guys, I was getting pumped to join the stream, start the stream before, because I've not had such a tip-top day. I'm going to keep it real. I had the best day, and I was feeling a bit flat. I was feeling a bit low mood. But I knew that I was going to join, and you guys were going to jump in the chat with me and vibe along. So big up to you. Shout out to all the regulars. Eva. WB's in the chat as well. Speaking of regulars, what's up to you, WB? And Abdullah, he says, you all good? Abdullah, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? Like I was saying, as WB joined, we've got some awesome regulars in the chat tonight, like Withered Boy, like Dan Edits, like Stephen Donnelly at this point, Eva the Diva, of course. So big up to you if you're watching right now, and big up to whoever just hit the like button for the 5th time. You are a real one. Every time, guys, you're making the stream so enjoyable for me. And also, not giving him a shout out for a little bit, but shout out to Ronan, who likes to chill quietly in the background. And he's been in bed, and he's not been too well. So Ronan, we're wishing you well. Okay. Eva says, help, my cousin is coming at 7:30. I need to be awake at 30 to do my hair. 30 minutes. Makeup 15 minutes. Set the treasure hunt for the presents. 20 minutes. Breakfast, pancakes and berries. 15 minutes. Jeez. Eva, you've got a busy morning. A busy morning and 30 minutes on your hair. Wow, that's commitment. Real. But I'm sure it'll be worth the effort. And Abby is back in chat and says, hey, Edward. Hey, everyone. Abby, lovely to see you as always. I was just saying a few seconds ago, we've got a really nice crew of little regulars in here, and Abby is one of those people. So good to see you, Abby. Thanks for joining. And Abdullahi is doing great. Well, Abdullahi, I'm glad to hear that. Thanks for joining the chat. And as always, guys, if you're out there and you're watching, if you've told me where you're from before, I feel like you need to say it again. But if you're new here, please let me know where you're watching from, because I absolutely love it when I'm streaming. It makes it so fun when I just like look in the chat and there's people like, yo, I'm from Oklahoma, or I'm from Canada, or I'm from China. It's so cool. And speaking of cool, we've had a song request by Ava, and it is Gabriella by Cat's Eye. So let's see if we can put that on. I'm looking forward to the desktop streams because, like I was saying to you, it's going to make my job easier when I can just like type in the song without having to use my TV remote. So there's also a light in my eyes because do you want to see the high quality lighting we've got around here? Check it out. We've got the desk light on the floor. That's how we're rolling at the moment, but trust me, big things are coming, everybody. So as always, just while I'm putting the song on, if you're out there, don't forget to hit the like button and hit subscribe because we're streaming 5 days of the week. And we've been on a roll, everybody. There's a great crew of regulars in here. Literally, we've been on a, 5-week roll of streaming five days in a row. So I've been enjoying it. I feel like everyone that keeps turning up has been enjoying it as well. So don't forget to hit the like button. As I said, subscribe because you want to join the fun. And speaking of fun, it will be fun if I find this song. So I'm going to put the glasses on just so I mean business. And here we go, Gabriella Cat's Eye. Now, it's not on yet. We'll probably have to sit through an advert because I need to react to premium. But it's coming on. No advert. What a beautiful night. All right then, everybody, let me catch up with the chat real quick. And love to whoever has thrown up emojis at the side. I absolutely love seeing that. Max Blessed says, my aunt gives me 5k a month. What can I do with it? Max, if that's a genuine question, I would honestly say go and see a financial advisor. That would be my best advice. Or seek out some financial advice. But also, if it was me, this is not advice to you because I don't know how old you are, but if it was me, I would put that money into an index tracker, like a stocks and shares fund, basically, where instead of using the stocks and shares directly, you pay into a fund that's managed by an investment, portfolio manager. So they kind of take the job of like trying to make money for you. But as I say, I'm not a financial advisor. That's not official financial advice. So seek out the experts. That's what I'm saying. Aisha Cruz says, good day. Well, good day to you, Aisha Cruz. Nice to see you back in the chat. I believe we've had you here before. Although maybe it's another Aisha. No, Aisha Cruz seems familiar. So what's up to you, Aisha? Abby says, actually, Aisha Cruz also said good evening, but I missed that. And she went straight to good day. So in any case, Aisha, it's nice to see you in the chat. And it's also nice to see when people hit the like button. So please, guys, you know what to do. Smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Abby said to see you as well, Edward. Such beautiful energy here as always. Thanks for having me, Abby. It is always a pleasure. Like I say, it's not me doing it, it's us doing it. So big up to you, Abby, for always being so kind and welcoming and friendly. And that's what I love. For real, this is all our free time. This is my free time. This is your time. Unless somehow there's a crazy universe out there where you're getting paid to watch me, which would be like some Matrix type level mind-bending tactics. But I don't think that's the case. So you're chilling, I'm chilling. What I'm trying to say is, guys, if you're in here, let's make it a fun time between us. All right. And Eva says, your girl's got to spend time on their hair. This is true, Eva. This is true. And you know what? I don't know whether you've got long hair or not, but when I used to have like very long hair, like down to my chest, it's a lot of work. Even hair at this length, it's work. No one tells boys when they're younger, like boys when they're younger, that's work women have to put into the hair. It's a lot. Oh my god! And Eva says, "Who is Ava?" Me name's Eva. I know it is Eva. I'm sorry. It's just because I'm looking at the A of your profile picture, and then the ever at the end. And I know your name's Eva. Eva the Diva. That's your old username, right? But yeah, it's the A at the start of the username that throws me off. So my apologies, Eva. I know who you are. Stacey Stolt says, hi. What's up, Stacey? Nice to see you in the chat. And thank you for waving a few more times because the chat's popping off and sometimes I can't always keep up with it in real time. But a comment I can keep up with is Robin, who says, hey, yo. What's up to you, Robin? So much for joining the chat. Robin, again, another super friendly, upbeat, positive chat member, which is what we love to see. And I don't know whether it was Robin or somebody else that hit the like button, but whoever it is, you are a real one. Thank you so much. Guys, the streams have been absolutely amazing recently. We've been getting better and better and better. Every time we stream, it's a little bit more fun, a little bit more vibe. And like I was telling the chat last night, big things are coming. We've got the desktop stream coming. Today, I've been looking at new laptops. We've got the desks locked in. Like, it's going to be very exciting. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do. And hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Someone just hit the button, and they're a real one, whoever they are. But for real, I'm streaming 5 days of the week right now. So make sure you lock in. Hit the subscribe button. My challenge to you is if you're watching right now for the first time, yeah, I'm talking to you. If you've never commented in the chat before, jump in the chat and say hello. I promise you at least 2 or 3 people will welcome you because that's the vibe around here. So big up to everyone making the chat a super friendly place. Big up to everyone getting chatty in the chat, liking the stream, vibing along. We're 14 minutes in and it's already shaping up to be a great stream, everybody. So big up to everybody that's on the journey. Let me catch up with the comments real quick. Enough from me. What are the comments saying? Okay, and then Katie's back in the chat, says, it's my birthday. Yeah, and Katie, lovely to see you. The South African Queen back on her birthday. A very happy birthday to you and Katie. How's your day been? Freedom is key says, what do you do in life? Does that mean what do I do for a job? Or does that mean something? Let me know, freedom is key, number 1. And Kamal is back in the chat. What's up to you, Kamal? Nice to see you. Eva says, got to go. Me bed is calling me. Well, Eva, sleep well and have fun with your cousin tomorrow. It sounds like a busy day. Jason Kelly is leaving rude comments in the chat, which we're not going to read out. But Too Fast to Track is redeeming it and says, great day, everyone. Well, great day to you, Too Fast to Track. Love that energy. We are currently wishing, and Katie, well, to be fair, I'm behind, but we're currently wishing Katie a very happy birthday. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So good to see. I'm going to drop a few W's. W Eva, W Robin, W Dan, W Abby, W and Katie. W2 Faster Track who's joined the chat for tonight. Who else have I missed? I missed you. Say hello in the chat because you know I want to give you a shout out. But Jason Kelly, you're not getting a shout out because you're leaving rude comments in the chat. And we like funny comments in the chat, but not Jason, not the rude ones. And I'll be W Edward. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying, guys. Whenever people jump in the chat and they're like, I like it around here. It's a good vibe. Like I say, it's not me doing it. It's us doing it. It's two to tango. And on a level, like I've said to you before, everyone, without watching, without people joining the vibe and participating, streamers are pointless. Like, literally, think of the biggest streamers you can think of in the world, the biggest people, multimillionaires, like the Aiden Rosses, the Aishis, the Kai Sanats, whoever you want to pick. Without the chat, they're nothing. Without the stream, without the viewers, they're nothing. So I never forget that, and I appreciate when you guys hop in the chat with me, join the fun, throw up some emojis, like the stream, whatever you're doing, it's much appreciated. It makes it a fun time for everyone. Let me catch up with the comments. Witherboy says, missed a comment Coco said on my phone. Okay, let me scroll up real quick. Let me see if I can see that comment from Witherboy. And Witherboy says, this is Coco typing and not Witherboy because I'm at his house for a birthday sleepover. Well, you know what? W Witherboy, W Coco. Shout out to you both. I hope you're having a nice sleepover. And don't go to bed too late. Sleepovers, they get a little bit late, but don't go to bed too late. But nice to see you both on the stream, and W to you. Eva says, oh my goodness, I love Kai Cenat. You know what? Kai Cenat seems like a chill guy. For real. Like, obviously, streamers, like, they have, like, an on-stream vibe, but I do feel like Kai is a sound guy. Dan says, Jacob's account keeps getting hacked. I wonder if he got another account. Yeah, good question. I mean, hopefully it's easy enough for him to just, like, spin up a new account if he needs to. But fingers crossed. That's a really good point, actually. We've not seen Jacob for, like, one, or is it 2 streams now? It's been too many. However it's been too many. Oh, Robin's been real in the chat. And also, Eva said stream tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Day off. I was about to be like, hell yeah, but unfortunately, tomorrow's Friday. So Friday and Saturday, I have the off. But, I'm going to try and release a video. So I've said it now. So if you guys are watching, I know there's some regulars watching right now. So that should be good motivation for me to actually get a little video sorted. And I was thinking, I've got one to share with you guys, which is like a day of eating in Tokyo. But then after that, I was thinking of doing like a chill and eat food with me video, where it's just like me eating some noodles and then like a voice over the top. So like if you're eating your food, you could like eat along with me and it'd be chill. So hopefully you guys like the sound of that one. Millie Johnson is in the chat and says, hello, what's up, Millie Johnson? Love that positive energy. How are you doing tonight? And Robin says, this is my 4th stream in a row. W Robin with the consistency. Hell yeah. Love that, Robin. And Ra3059 says, OMG, hi, missed you guys. Ra, it is nice to see you again. And again, love that energy. Big up to Ra. Big up to everybody hopping in the chat, bringing the vibe. If you're new here, this stream is all about good vibes, hanging out. We've got some regulars in the chat watching from all over the world. Streaming 5 days of the week, so if you haven't hit subscribe already, please do so because we're on absolute roll. The chat will tell you it's been like, what, 5 days in a row? 5 weeks in a row that we've been crushing it with the streams, 5 days a week. And the chat always brings the energy. So big up to everybody in the chat. No way. And speaking of energy and vibes, Dan says, this is my 28th stream. Wow. Hell yeah. If that doesn't deserve a W, I don't know what does, because that is epic. And someone just hit the like button, taking us to 10 likes. And much deserved, honestly. That 10th like with Dan. Oh, not in a row. Well, even so, Dan, 28 streams is insane. So I actually wonder how many streams I've done. I think I've only maybe done 30 streams or something. I'm going to have to count back. So huge W to Dan. I really appreciate that. Robin is also being cool and says, we hope you all enjoy it here. Make sure to stay nice and have fun. 100%. 100%, Robin. Couldn't have put it better myself. W to you as well. And going back a bit, and Katie talking about her birthday, my day's been good. Definitely one of the best birthdays I've ever had. It's really been a blessed one. Oh, and for real, I wish I had a like button I could spam right now, because that's really nice to hear. Glad you had such a good day. Sometimes people feel differently about birthdays. Some people are big on birthdays. Some people aren't so big on birthdays. And sometimes birthdays, as I say, they can go either way. They can make you a little bit thoughtful, or you can have a great day. So I'm glad to hear you had a good one, Katie. Let me put a tune on the background because this has come on autoplay. Right, this will... I didn't mean to put this on, but I feel like Yeah, I didn't mean to put this on, but we're gonna roll with it, chat. Right, let me catch up with the comments really quick because you guys are keeping it chatty in the chat. You know I love. And Ra says, no, I couldn't join because I was so busy with Eid and exams and prep. All right, sounds like you've had a busy period on your side, but it's nice to see you in the chat again, Ra. And Minnie Bailey has made it, and I can't even read what she's put because she's got a weird text. Says something. Hi, here for longer day, well, night. Well, Minnie Bailey, it's nice to see you in the chat. I'm not gonna lie, I was struggling to read the script on that on what you written there. But W Minnie Bailey, she always leaves a comment being like, I missed the stream, I missed the stream. Well, tonight, Minnie, you've made it right on time. No way. And Robin says, I got accepted voice acting job and I get to the UK on the 28th. We're going to go to Big Ben and then head to see the Royal Guard. Oh, Robin, mega congrats to you. That's super cool. For anyone that's just joined the chat, Robin, one of our lovely chat members, has just shared the fact that they got accepted. She accepted for a voice acting job. Coming to the UK on the 28th. W Robin, guys, this has been a stream full of W's already. Congrats, Robin. That's really cool to hear. And have a great time in the UK when you come. I'm sure you will. What else is here? Kakarani, your name rhymes with Bishna, but I'm not going to say your name again because you asked me to say it every single time, and I did for the first 10 times, but I've proven myself now, so you know that I know your name, so I'm not going to say it anymore. Nacy Nelson says, I get bullied in school. Well, Nacy, I'm sorry to hear that. Being bullied is a horrible experience. Can be horrible. Well, it is, let's be real. It's not going to be a nice experience, is it? It's usually a horrible experience, Nacy. And my advice to you would be to talk to someone that you trust. I would talk to an adult that you trust, whether that's your mum, your dad, a teacher at school. Talk to an adult you feel comfortable with. Hopefully that's your parent or guardian. But definitely talk to someone, honestly. Whatever problem you're going through, talking to someone, especially an adult who you can trust, is going to make your situation better. So don't be afraid to speak up. And Katie says, with all the negativity around me, my mom doesn't have much, but her efforts are worth everything to me. Well, sometimes in Katie, that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about the thought. I was saying to Eva before, she was stressing because she's making this boo basket for a cousin. And I was saying to her, you know what, Eva? Like, it's the thought that counts. And your cousin knows that you love her. And in your case, your mum's done everything she can for you. And even if she doesn't have much materially from what you're saying, she's done her best. And that's what it's about. So, W and Katie's mum as well. Hell yeah. Dan, thank you for the update. Who informs me you've done 33 streams. That's super cool, guys. That's awesome. Big up to everybody who's been joining the streams, for real. Joining the adventure, coming along for the vibe, and getting stuck into the chat. So yeah, love to thank you, Dan. That's really cool to hear. And we're gonna have to do some sort of celebration, everybody. When we hit 50 streams, and when we do 100 streams, we're gonna celebrate together. And I'll think about a way, or you can help me think about a way to do that. What else is in the chat? WB's got to go. He's probably already gone. We'll see you when you're back, WB. And Millie says, I went to Liverpool on Saturday. It was well fun. Nice, Millie. Liverpool's a good city. I like Liverpool. Scousers have got a lot of personality. I think Liverpool itself is a nice city. It's a good city. It's like I say, it's got a lot of character. So yeah, W Liverpool. All right, what's happening in the chat? And guys, if you're new, let me just remind you that my name is Edward. We're streaming from England. And if you're watching for the first time, I would love to know where you're watching from. We have people tune in from literally all over the world. So make sure you hit like, subscribe. And honestly, we're streaming 5 days a week and it's always a vibe in here. So big up to everybody that's here. She says that she's going to change the writing. That's a bit better, Minnie. I'm not going to lie. I still have to be like, huh? But that's better. Oh, love to see it. And Jazz says, hey, my guy, just on the highway towing a BMW listening, lol. Well, Jazz, as always, I'm sending huge hugs and W's in your direction. For anyone that's not been on the stream before, Jazz is one of our awesome regular listeners, viewers, listeners. It's more like a listen situation for Jazz because she's a busy lady towing vehicles around over in Canada. So when I said we have people watching from all over the world, we really do have people tuning in from all over the world, which is super cool. And Jazz is like Ronan, she's busy, she's got stuff going on, so she'll just kind of have it on in the background, which I love to hear. So as I always say, I love the idea of someone on the other side of the world is just, they've got us on in the background and the stream's popping off on their side. So yeah, big up to everybody that's here. It makes it super special. Millie says, it was my birthday it's my birthday present, lol, even though my birthday was 2 months now. Okay, cool. So Millie is saying that she went to Liverpool recently and she loved it. Esan is back in the chat and says, Dan, why are you not mod? So I can answer that one, Esan. We rotated the mods purely because Dan was being very helpful, very gentlemanly, and we had lots of people that were like, yo, can I be a mod? Yo, can I be a mod? Which we love to get people on as mods, do not get me wrong. But sometimes when we've got like 10 people as mods, it's too much. So we want to keep the mods down. So even though Dan is a don when it comes to moderation, he very kindly gave up his mod position just for a little bit so we could get some fresh mods in here. So big up to Dan for being very sportsmanly, very gentlemanly respect. And big up to everybody that's here. Oh, hell yeah. So Jazz, who we mentioned a minute ago, says, I got a new stereo yesterday in my truck, so you're now coming through the speakers. Love that, Jazz. That's so funny to me. Like, I'm literally trying to picture what you're seeing. What right now, you're probably driving along a road, probably got some trees on one side, and there's my voice, my English accent coming out the speakers. So thank you for sharing that with me, Jazz. I genuinely get a buzz off that, I get a kick out of that. And Robin says, talking about the mods, Robin says, yes, sometimes there could be too many. Let others get a chance and help others out. Absolutely, for real. If you've just joined the stream, Robin's talking about how the mods, and we like to rotate people. So we give different people a chance to be mods. There are no favourites around here, don't get me wrong. We've got some OG mods who always hop on stream and do a great job. But it's not about favouritism. It's just about hanging out, vibing. And we appreciate everybody that keeps the chat looking tidy and friendly. Must say Huntsman must be unwell because normally moderator astronomer Huntsman is active in the chat, and I feel like he's not too well today. I feel like he's either not here or he's got places to be. But we'll look forward to seeing him again on stream. Hope everyone has had a good day. Like I was saying before, it's not my favourite day. I can't lie to you guys. It's not been my favourite day. It was a bit of a slog, but I knew we were hopping on the chat. And whoever's throwing up love hearts at the side, big respect to you because that's what I need right now. And Robin asks, so have you found a computer yet? Robin, I'm narrowing the search down. I think I'm going to get a Lenovo. I'm looking at the like Lock or LOQ. So I'm currently just looking which one to get because I want like, thing is right guys, I'm going to spend at least £700 or £800 on this laptop. And I'm thinking, well, if I'm going to spend that much, should I just spend like 900 and get like one with a really good chip in? So I'm looking at ones like Lenovo, Lock, TRX 5050, which is like the new gen of the India chips. But it's like a gaming laptop, and as you know, I'm not a gamer, but I want the stream to be really good. Like, you guys are super patient with me when the stream is laggy and glitchy, just trash. Like, I watch the videos back sometimes and I'm like, wow, is this what people see? It's uninspiring. But I honestly think when we get like the new laptop, the new desktop stream, like anything is better than this. And I feel like when we get the new setup, it's honestly going to be killer, guys, because we've already got a great little community of people that love hanging out and vibing, and it'll just be like better production value. So I'm crossing my fingers we can make that happen very soon. And yeah, laptop ASAP. Music Enjoyer, speaking of real ones who are hanging out and bringing the vibe, Music Enjoyer says, and the GOAT is live. Music Enjoyer, what a way to make an entrance to the chat. W to you. I don't know if you heard me, but I was just telling the stream that we're leveling up around here. We've not bought the laptop yet, but it's getting ever closer, ever closer, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But with that being said, let me find a song to put on in the background. This will have to do for now. Love to ever just hit the likes as well. 13 likes. Let's see if we can smash through to 20 likes, guys. I know we can. Too fast to track, says Lenovo. That's what I have. Nice. How do you find the Lenovo too fast to track? I have had a Lenovo laptop before, but it was like a lower spec one. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't the quality of laptop that I need to buy now. And big up to whoever just hit the like button. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can absolutely hammer the 20 likes within the next. What do you reckon, guys? Let's see if we can get to 20 likes in the next 10 minutes. Got to aim big. Got to aim big to dream. No, you've got to aim big to achieve big. That's not an expression, but you know what I'm saying. And Alyan is back in the chat and says, ooh, what's up? What's up, Alyan? Alyan. You know why I said your name wrong was because Dan's comment underneath which said Alyan. So Alyan, very nice to see you in the chat. I've not seen you for a little bit, so it's good to see you again. Alyan says, I'm here. Sorry I missed on streams, a lot of them. Do not worry, Alyan. It's very nice to have you back here with us now. We've had a few people. We had, who do we have with word Ra that was on the stream before, who'd also been away for a little bit, and they were like, I'm back. Sorry I've missed streams, but do not worry. It's good to have you with us, Alyan. How have you been? And Dan is absolutely right. Al Yarn's an OG. You know what? It took me a second because like Al Yarn was one of the ones who like a month ago was here. Al Yarn was one of the ones getting chatty in the chat, being excitable and super positive, which we absolutely love around here. So Dan, you are correct. And Al Yarn says my bedtime is an hour before the stream starts. I came here because today it started early today. I think Dan says it's at 8. Yeah, so it's 8 p.m. UK time. But guys, no decisions made yet. But I was potentially thinking about making a stream an hour earlier, so from like 7 UK till 8:30, because I'm getting the impression that more people would be able to watch it in terms of the regulars that check in, like in Indonesia. Not seen him for a little bit. I need to see how he's doing. But for example, in Blaj in Indonesia, it's like 2:30 in the morning, so it'd be 1:30 in the morning for him. For yourself, Alyan, you might be able to make it. So I don't know, guys. What do you reckon? And maybe when I hit 500 subs, I'm definitely going to do polls. That's one of the things I'm excited to hit 500 subs for, because we can start doing polls. So on my channel, I can literally like let you guys have input. And if you want a certain type of video, or if you want a certain type of help or anything, you get to have a direct say. So I'm excited for that. And speaking of subs, if you haven't hit subscribe already, make sure you do. We stream 5 days of the week round here, and the chat is always pretty lit. Music Enjoyer says, once you have the laptop, can you react to videos and play games whilst also keeping the good vibes and chatting live? Music Enjoyer, thank you for the question / suggestion. Can I react to videos? Yeah, definitely would do some reaction videos. I was thinking, Music Enjoyer, that just so the videos can play out more, that maybe they'll be good as like long form videos. So instead of like the lives, because it's difficult to react and read the comments at the same time. So we'll have to have a think. You can give me some suggestions. Definitely, because I want to keep it interactive and make sure that as I say, that I can keep reading comments. But there'll come a point, guys, streams keep proceeding as they have been, that I won't be able to read every comment. Like some streams, I can't read every comment out anymore. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to try to do my best. And the good vibes will be a priority. So whether I'm able to like read every single comment or not, I definitely want to keep the good vibes and like the good energy and make it feel welcome as like a central part of the stream, because yeah, and it's got to be done. Got to be done. And speaking of what's got to be done, I've got to get back to the chat. And Katie says, just some advice: don't get a HP. Try Lenovo or Dell if you can get 2 screens. That is useful advice. Thank you. And HP, yeah, I had been looking at HP, but I was leaning towards Lenovo. So thank you for the suggestion. Alyan, I'm not sure what 9 p.m. No, 7 to 8 p.m. at Saudi time is. You'll have to tell me. Every time I come off the stream, like it kind of just for me a little bit. So I'm stuck on this. I'm stuck on this journey right now. What else is in here? And we're 1:37 p.m. here. Lol. Cool. So if I was to stream earlier, that'd be like 12 p.m. Canadian time. So that could be a thing. What else is in here? And Robin, super nice, super friendly, says, we hope you all enjoy it here. Make sure to stay nice and have fun. Hell yeah, we should have that on a t-shirt. When Music Enjoy it is, it's 10 p.m. Nava1436 says, hi. What's up to you, Nava, in the chat? So yeah, Music Enjoy it. If it's 10 p.m. where you are, or I guess 10:39 p.m., it would be like, well, 10ish, I guess, for you. So it would be better than earlier is better for you than later, I guess. What's in the chat? And Aljan says, by the way, I can only watch on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Well, Friday and Saturday are my days off typically at the moment. So Thursday, you'll have to definitely catch up with us for a good Thursday stream. And where Abby is, it's 1:10 a.m. So it's working for Abby. It's working for Music Enjoyer. It's working for Blaj. Could work for me. So maybe that could be a thing, chat. And Nava's real name is Nova. What's up, Nova? Thanks for sharing. And where Nova is, it's 5:40 a.m. Nova, you are an early riser. Early riser. So I guess if we streamed an hour earlier, it'd be like 4:30 for you. So, 4 in the morning for you. So that'd be pretty early. But then I guess we stream for like an hour time normally, maybe a little bit longer. So you might catch the end of the stream. Also, for the record, remember to hit the like button. You're a real one. Thank you so much. I said 5 minutes ago, let's see if we can get to 20 likes before 10 minutes is up. And we've got 6 likes. So let's see in the next 4 minutes if we can get 4 more likes, guys. Let's see if the chat, we can do it between us. Speaking of the chat, let me catch up with the chat. Ruth Connor says, I have mates over, so I will leave on for watch time on mute, but have an incredible stream and a lovely day. Ruth Connor, like, honestly, that melts my little heart. Thank you so much for a tiny, if you're still in, Ruth, For a tiny little streamer like myself, does someone to actively leave on purpose a stream on so I get the watch time? Thank you so much. Genuinely, like, I'm not just saying it to suck up to you. Like, that means a lot. Thank you so much. Big up to you, Ruth. And have a nice time with your friends over as well. Hope you have a good evening. Or more. I don't know where you are, Ruth, but wherever you are, I think you're in the UK, but wherever you are, have a lovely evening or day. And let me catch up real quick because I'm behind. As usual, I'm behind with the comments, but don't hold it against me. Hit subscribe. We're streaming 5 days of the week, so we're going to be doing a lot more streams like this. Thank you again for everyone who's bringing the positive energy in the chat. Robin is a master at this, always been super nice and friendly. And we've also got Dan, one of our OGs, holding it down in the comments as well. Let me catch up. I think I'm nearly there. It's great. Okay, cool. It says your streaming time is perfect for me. It's always when I just get into my bed before sleeping. Right now it's 9:40. Well, thanks for sharing in, Katie. So I guess if we did start an hour earlier, it'd be 8:40, so we would start at 8 p.m. for you. Maybe that would just mean early bedtimes for you. But then again, we do stream for like an hour and a half each time, so maybe if you wanted to keep the same bedtime, you catch the last half hour. But then again, we want you for the full stream, so decisions to be made, everybody. Like I say, who knows? Let's see how fast we grow, because if we hit 500 subs soon, I won't make a decision. I'll keep it as it is, and then when we hit 500 subs, we'll do the poll. I don't know why I did that again, but we'll do the poll on the channel, and you guys can have a vote. What else have we got in here? Because I keep missing comments. Alyan says, Roblox stream happened or not? Alyan, you've been away ages and I've still not delivered the Roblox stream. Still not delivered. But, like I keep telling you, chat, I'm slow, but I'm a man of word. I'm the tortoise, not the hare. I don't know if you know that story. There's an old story by, I think he was a poet and a storyteller called Aesop, and it was just like the tortoise and the hare. And the idea is that the hare, like the bunny, starts super quick to begin with. Like the bunny's winning the race, the rabbit's winning the race. It's off super fast, but it tires itself out, and by the end, the tortoise, as slow as it is, eventually gets there. So that's kind of like my vibe sometimes, guys. So if I'm slow to do the Roblox stream, if I'm slow to get the desktop set up, I appreciate your patience and I appreciate you rocking with me, giving me time, because when it comes, it'll be worth your time, I think. That's what I'm talking about, Abby, who says slow and steady. Absolutely. You know what? I heard a quote the other day. I think it was from iShowSpeed, and I actually shared it with someone earlier. And I thought it was a really good quote. And the quote is, slow motion is better than no motion. So when you think about it, that really makes a lot of sense. If you're making tiny little steps forward in anything in life, anything it could be your work, it could be fitness, it could be your appearance, like your knowledge, anything in life, a little tiny bit of progress is better than no progress at all. So I thought that was a great question, and I want to share that with you guys. And Katie says, I need a 2-hour, 30-minute stream. It's so good, but please don't change the time. Well, thank you for the feedback, and Katie. I'm loving the fact that you're in it. And you know what, guys? Like I told you before, big things are coming. And as well as the desktop stream, one of those big things is IRL streams. The only reason I haven't done the IRL streams was two. One, it's two reasons. One, because I haven't got the new camera that I'm going to be streaming with, which is better than my iPhone. And two, I couldn't do the last weekend. I just couldn't do it because the trains were just crazy expensive and crazy slow. It was just going to be a massive L. But chat, IRL streams are coming because I feel like that could be a lot of fun. So we're gonna have to work out when to do that. So when Katie, at some point, I hope to do a longer stream, which could be a lot of fun. Alyan says that he wins the race. Well, actually, Alyan just put wins the. Oh yeah. Oh, Alyan finished the part of what she was saying. Hell yeah, for real. Slow and steady does win the race, guys. Like, you gotta keep moving, but slow and steady, as long as you're making progress. I wonder if I could be the annual greeter. Robin, I would love to have you as some sort of I don't know, some sort of support role. As I say, guys, if we continue to do well and vibe and grow between us, I want to make sure that everybody feels seen and acknowledged. Actually, one of those super simple little ideas that I had was like a whiteboard for like the backdrop. So as well as like the plan which we're going to bring through to the other room, like maybe like a whiteboard, and we can just have like again like OGs or like real ones or the mod squad. I was thinking we could have a little section called the mod squad. But then again, I don't want to just favourite ones. But we're gonna think, everybody. We can get creative between us. Robin repeating the mantra, which is, we hope you all enjoy it. Make sure to stay nice and have fun. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Robin, so much, Robin. You are an awesome chat member and a massive support. When people leave comments like that, it really helps. So I really appreciate that. Have I missed anything? I think I'm nearly there. Well, Nova actually shared that they're a med student. Well, Nova, that is a great career to pursue. Obviously, a lot of work, a lot of studying, but that is a very worthwhile path for real. You know what? I think I'm there, guys. I think I'm there. Who just said they hadn't slept for 24 hours? That was a while ago, but someone said they hadn't. It was Nova who hasn't slept in 24 hours. Well, Nova, after this stream, make sure you go and get some sleep. And speaking of Nova, Nova said, "What's your favourite song?" Good question, Nova. And if you're talking to little old me, I've been asked this one before, and if I had to pick just one song, one piece of music, it would be Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. Because it's 15 minutes long and it takes you on like an absolute journey. Like for real, it's like a long piece of music and has so many human emotions like that you experience within that one song. So it's a banger. It's a classical music piece from hundreds of years ago, but it's an absolute banger. Like a lot of classical music is, to be fair. And what's up to Ranger, who's back in the chat? Ranger, good to see you. How are you doing? And thank you. Thank you, everyone, as well, who's welcoming Ranger to the chat. That's what we love. And you know what we also love, chat, as well? Staying hydrated. Oh, that is good. H2O. Right, let me catch up with the chat. And Alyan says, maybe I have to go. If I don't talk for a long time means I'm gone, okay? Well, Alyan, if you do a while, we'll know you've had to go to sleep. So when you go, Alyan, sleep well. Thank you for joining the stream. It was genuinely really nice to see you again. It's been a minute, like, honestly. So it's good to see you again, Alyan. And I hope things have been good on your end. All right, let me catch up. And if you're still here, Alyan, Nyan Cat, I've not seen Nyan Cat, aka Nirvana, for a long time. Not seen Nirvana for a long time, so hoping he's well. If anyone sees Nirvana who comes on the Nyan Cat profile, then we wish her well, and hopefully she's this. But let me catch up with the chat really quick. And Nova says, thanks for answering the question about what my favourite piece of music is or what my favourite song is. That's so cool. Thanks for the question, Nova. And guys, if you have questions, I want to see them. I want to see where people are from, and I want questions and vibes in the chat. So if you've got any, throw them down, and either I can answer them or the chat can answer them. We have a regular chat member called Prat who comes on. He was on last night, and he's very good at dropping thought-provoking questions. I can't even think of one that he said right now, but if you were here the last few streams, you know that Prat leaves some good questions. And Robin, who's very helpful, referring to my earlier comment about having a sort of whiteboard, Robin says, maybe on the whiteboard for people who support the stream, and you could call them caretakers, because Edward cares, if that makes sense. I like it, Robin. Creative. Nice, caretakers. That's pretty cool, Robin. I like that. Scallion says, daily 360 request, please. Scallions, we're going to have to wait until there's like a super chat and you can like drop me a tip and I can like 360 for money or something. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not about money. Like, I do it for free, but I can't do that to myself. I can't be taking the 360s on request. And also, I think you mean a flip, don't you? And I can't flip. But maybe we'll start when it's summer or something, and we IRL outdoor streams. Maybe you guys will see me cartwheel, because I could definitely cartwheel. Dan is back. Hell yeah. And Nova is sharing about their family history and says that their dad passed away from a heart attack and they're going to be a cardiologist. Well, obviously, Nova, I'm genuinely sorry for your loss. That must have been incredibly difficult to deal with. But the fact that you're honouring your dad's memory by going down a path where you can like help people who went through what he went through or experienced is very admirable. Jazz says, are you going to be on tomorrow? It's my day, so I could actually talk more and chat with everyone. Jazz, it's meant to be my day off on a day. That's the only thing. Friday and Saturday are the 2 days I have off, and I stream Sunday to Thursday. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Friday, I may or stream tomorrow. It'd be like a bonus stream because, as I say, my 2 days off allows me to recharge fully for the 5 days of streaming. But I'm gonna have a think, Jazz. Like I said, in due course, I really want to give the people, especially the regulars here, like a chance to kind of have input about when's good for them and stuff like that. So, Jazz, probably not. Much as it pains me to say, probably won't be streaming tomorrow. But like I said to the chat before, I'm going to try and upload a video of some sort. So yeah, please do always check out when we're not live on chat. Everybody, please do check out my videos. It really helps, and maybe it just reminds you of me just a little bit and gets you excited for the next stream. But as always, W to everybody who's here, bringing the vibe. And Rebar Fluff, I do not know what they're saying. So yeah. Oh no, and Jazz, that's funny. That's funny. Those are my days off at work. Dang. So Friday and Saturday are Jazz's days off. Cursed. Just when it was all going so well. Well, Dan, I'll have to have a think. I'm gonna have to have a think because you always bring the vibe when you're here on the stream. So I want to make sure that you're included and you can feel like you can check in and hang out and stuff. So let me think on it, Jazz. And like I said, at some point when we do an IRL stream, maybe Saturday for real could be a good day for it. I was thinking weekend afternoon. So who knows? Maybe we could do like a bonus Saturday IRL stream sometime. Huntsman, one of the absolute OGs around. I'm back. What's up, Huntsman? I was just saying to the chat before. It's funny when Huntsman's not here because we're normally used to him here bringing the energy. But Hun, it's good to see you back, mate. And thanks as always for the great moderation duties. What else have we got in here? So Abby's asking, favourite genre of music, Edward? Well, Abby, I'm gonna bore you. I'm gonna bore you. And the truth is, I don't have one favourite genre of music. That's the honest truth. I love all types of music. Not all, like music that doesn't float my boat. Like I love metal, but there's some types of metal, for example, that don't necessarily float my boat. I love pop music, but there's again a lot of pop music that's not my cup of tea as well. But yeah, honestly, so many because I think about the types of the genres of music like. And I'm like, yeah, I love classical, I love jazz, I love like reggae and dub and metal and hip hop and all these different types of music. I love world music, and then there's like Latin music or African music, and then choral stuff. So I feel. So I couldn't honestly say that there's just one genre of music that I particularly love. But what I do love is when people hit the subscribe button and the like button. Whoever just hit the like button for the 17th time, thank you so much. We're trying to blast through 20 likes today, guys. Yesterday 30, and I feel like with the power of the chat, with the power of the positive energy, just like whoever's throwing his emojis right now, with the power of the chat and the positive energy, we're gonna hit 30 likes, to guys. What do you reckon? I reckon we can do it. You guys did an awesome job of motivating me yesterday, so thank you so much. Dan says, science fact, the average fluffy cumulus cloud weighs roughly 1.1 million pounds. That's 500,000 kilos. That's 500 tons. That's insane. A cloud that weighs 500 tons. My puny human brain cannot fathom that. Oh, Robin has been super kind and friendly, just like the Radio Master who says, hey Edwards, how's your day, bro? Radio Master, my day is going much better now I'm on the thank you. I was just telling the chat before, it's been not my favourite day. I've been feeling a bit, but that was then. This is now, and as always, you're here. If you're hanging out with me, bringing the energy and getting chatty in the chat, I really appreciate it. And honestly, being on the stream, it does honestly, it brings me up. It does, because it puts me in a headspace where I want to bring the energy for you guys, and you always show that back to me. Yeah, I'm doing all right, Radio Master. How about yourself? I didn't even ask. How are you, Radio Master? What's happening with you? Okay, and Robin has also dropped a waves fact, which I missed. And Robin says, fun fact about waves. Waves are able to carry energy, and electromagnetic waves do not require a medium/matter to travel energy, while mechanical waves do. Good distinction, Robin. That's an important distinction. Because obviously when we think of waves, well, like when I think of waves, there's two types of waves. Largely, there's different types of waves, what I'm saying. But I think of the waves at the sea, the ocean, and then there's obviously things like electromagnetic waves. God. Dan says, I'm still dumb compared to you. Well, Dan, it's all relative, mate. You know what it is, right, chat? For real. No matter who you are, and how intelligent you are, how smart or how expert you are in a particular thing, doesn't matter whoever it is, whoever you could think of. In fact, my challenge to you, chat, if you're watching right now, I want you to think of one who is amazing at what they do. It could be a sports person, it could be a musician, it could be a business person, anyone, a celebrity, anything you think, oh, they're so good at what they do. They're a great performer, they're a good actress, whatever it might be. Think of that person, whoever they are, there's so much they can learn about other things in life. The most intelligent scientist might know nothing about foreign languages. The most incredible dancer might have absolutely zero knowledge of how to play the cello. I'm saying, so that it goes on and on and on. So that's one thing I have learned in life is that you need to know how little you know, if that makes sense. Huntsman is dropping more fact and says about electromagnetic waves move at light speed in a vacuum. So yeah, thank you for that, Huntsman. I did not know that. Okay, let me catch up real quick because more facts are being dropped left and centre. Nova says, do you stream every day? Well, Nova, I currently stream 5 days of the week, Sunday to Thursday. And like I was telling the chat, big things in the pipeline. We're doing a much better setup soon. New desk has already been bought. New laptop's going to, new camera's going to come. More stuff's going to come, guys, and I'm excited for it. And I really hope, honestly, we've got a great crew of regulars that always check in, bring the vibe, hang out, and have a lot of fun. But I really think that when we've got like just a little bit more production value, it's going to be even better for you. So looking forward to that era of the journey. But if you are here right now, and you're rocking with me, and you have been for a few streams, I really appreciate it. It means a lot, and you guys are in for good stuff. That's all I can say. All right, and boasting and getting ahead of myself. Let me see what the chat is saying, because the chat cannot be ignored. Huntsman is enjoying a cup of peppermint tea. So I hope you're enjoying the peppermint tea. We didn't actually say a cup. I assumed it was a cup. Could be a metal bowl of plastic of peppermint tea, but I'm assuming you're having a cup, Huntsman. So hope you're enjoying it, mate. Radio Masters dropped a suggestion for. Oh, okay. What suggestion? Still Alive by Samay Rayner, the greatest comeback by any stand-up comedian. Well, I've never heard of Samay Rayner, so thank you for the suggestion, Radio Master. Appreciate it. Let me see what else have we got, because I've missed a fact. And I've also missed Abby, who says, Edward, that's awesome. Art has no boundaries, no language barriers. I can relate to that as well. Even the movies. Yeah, 100%. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I kind of, as I go through life, you do realise that things like film or music, art, like there's a lot of overlap, and there's a lot of different types of creativity that, have influence and influence other things. Like, for example, fashion can be influenced by music, and music can be influenced by fashion. It's like one of those things that just blend and entwine. But if you have not shared any of your favourite or some of the genres that you like of music, I'd love to hear. Okay, and Dan says, daily space fact, 95% of the universe is invisible. Everything we can see, touch, and interact with, stars, planets, gas, dust, and ourselves, up about only 5% of the total universe. Well, Dan, that's another fact I had no clue about. So thank you for sharing it. I must say, as well as being really friendly and welcoming, this chat is one of the most informative I've been in. So again, for the millionth time, W to the chat. And Robin talking about the Discord, which is another one of the things that's exciting things. Pipeline, everybody. This is what I'm talking about. Robin says, I bet you in the upcoming Discord server, we could add a channel where we're able to share anything we learned / have a fact about. And every stream, we could maybe get 3 of them out. Brilliant suggestion, Robin. Love it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Like, you having a bit of input and me helping to bring that to life. So definitely, that's exactly what the channel could be used for. Love that. Love that. W Robin once again. And Nova talking about know little, but knowing that you know little says, that's actually why I like medicine. There's so much to know, yet so little. Yeah, like you know so little of what can be known. Yeah, for real. Huntsman making a clarification says 5% is matter and the rest is dark matter. And dark matter, and dark energy, and very slightly antimatter. That's the observable universe in a nutshell. Now, Huntsman, like Robin was saying, when we have this Discord, I feel like we've got to have maybe an astronomy or astrophysics section, whichever you feel is appropriate. I will leave that in your capable hands. But yeah, for real, some sort of space, no pun intended, where we can have facts about that would be awesome. And Huntsman says, man, I felt so much less active in chat. I hate illnesses and tiredness. Oh well. Huntsman, you're here in spirit with us, and that's the key thing, mate. That is the key thing. And you know what the beautiful thing about the chat is? That sometimes when you, one of the anchors, is a little unwell, or you need a rest, or you're just not able to be here, other awesome chat members do a great job of coming together and bridging the gap. And I think it was, who was it? I think it was Withered Boy on the stream the other night. It was like, for a rare change, it was like only like 3 people. Like right now, there's about 4 people on the stream, but the other day there was only like 3 people on the stream. And WB was like, "Oh, it's so quiet in here," and I was like, "Well, you know what, WB? This is the time when we and you and everyone else, we've got to carry the vibe." And you know what happened? We carried the vibe, and the chat busied up. And that was just a great lesson in like keep the energy, keep it strong, and even when there's a few of you, if anything, you can connect more in like real time. So what I'm trying to say to you, everybody, is I appreciate everybody that joins the chat, vibes along, gets chatty in the chat, and just brings the energy. It's a lot, and it helps the overall vibe. So it's much appreciated. And speaking of what's appreciated, Nova is leaving a lovely comment and says, "This is such a wholesome community." Well, Nova, that's what we want to create around here. We want to create a space where everybody themselves, they can have opinions, share facts, but at the same time, we keep it nice, we keep it friendly, and we keep it accessible. One of the reasons why we don't really do like politics or religion in here is not because it's not important to people, or we don't want to let people have, express themselves in that way. I just want to keep it open to as many people as possible. And no matter whether you believe this or somebody that believes that, we can all like come together and just enjoy good vibes. I think that's what we do a really good job of around here. And Mogger again is back in the chat who says, long time no see. Hi, what's up to you, Mogger? I don't think it's been too long, but it's felt like too long. So Mogger, nice to see you again. And someone who's pretending to be YouTube says, under the YouTube IT department says, please ensure that comments are kept respectful and are not going against our community standards. Channels can be monitored randomly. Thank you for your attention, YouTube team. Scary. Scary, because you'd almost believe it for a second. Oh, and actually elaborating on what was said a minute ago, Nova says, Robin, yes, love how it's so calm and just a genuine place without the usual internet drama. Honestly, Nova, I'm pretty sure this is your first stream, but for real, I've said this on chat, like on stream before. All the nasty stuff that goes online, the hate bait, like the hate watching, rage baiting, click farming, trolling, all of those things. Like we literally have like individual, unique expressions to describe these types of behavior online. If we can just between a tiny little bit of positive energy into the internet, I feel like it's a W. And for real, I've seen like for the last 5 or 6 weeks, that's what's been happening to everybody. And it's not me doing it, it's us doing it. So big up to everybody that brings such nice, warm energy around here. Hunter says, Edward, you see the emojis. Huntsman, if that is you, I did see the emojis and I was about to shout out whoever doing that. I love it when people get chatty in the chat and throw up emojis. It means a lot and it really helps the stream as well. It tells YouTube that you're enjoying it and you're having fun and you're engaging with it. So thank you to anybody who does that. It's really much appreciated. But let me catch up with some comments really quick. I'm behind, as always. Oh, and Huntsman says, do you see the emojis on the side? That's me, by the way. Well, Huntsman, I thought it was you, and for real, it helped massively. It really, really does. I look back at the antics after the stream, and there's always loads of emojis, which is awesome, and I really, really appreciate it, man, because like I just said, it tells YouTube, it tells the algorithm that people are, like, they're connected. They feel like they're connecting to what's going on. And Huntsman, keep doing awesome work with emojis. But guys, as well as chatting in the chat, if there's ever something that I say or the chat says where you're like, what, or love it, throw up some emojis at the side because for me, it's fun when it comes streaming up at the side as well. And I think I'm nearly there. Okay, so Radio Master was talking about Samay Rayner, who says 30 million views in less than 48 hours, 2.2 million likes. I'm going to have to check out this Samay Rayner because that's number. Millie Johnson is back in the chat and says, hi again, sorry I disappeared. No worries, Millie. Nice to see you back in the chat. And Robin, who's keeping it real as usual, says, I've said it once and I'll say it again. We do not care about looks, politics, race, or anything. 100%. 100%. Like, I know right now we've got people watching different grounds from different countries that believe different things, that maybe love different people, all that type of stuff, guys. Some people have probably got lots of money, some people probably don't have as much money. But the point is that we're all here, we're all equal, we're all vibing together. That's what it comes down to. It's like, I'm a man in England, you might be a woman in India, you might be a millionaire in America, you might be a poor person in Poland. It doesn't really matter. The point is that when we're on the stream, no matter what, we're all just like chilling and having a good time and being welcoming. And that's what's really my friends in the chat, and I love to see it. I really, really do. Abby says, if languages or culture stop you from exploring art, you're missing out on a lot. To answer your question, I love techno, rock, house, trance, dark and psy, Afrobeat, jazz, and so many more. Great listeners, like for real though. Because that's the thing, that's such a nice. I'm reading your list and I'm like, oh, techno, yeah, I have to go out and listen. Like, I like, don't get me wrong, I like techno, like listen it just in like the office or at home. But then techno is like, yeah, go out to that. And then when you say hard rock or like rock, it's making me think of this rock pub I used to go to. And the dance music as well, yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. And Robin says, close to 20 likes. We can do it, 100%, guys. Let's see if we can smash through 20 likes. I know we can do it. It's been to get to the 20 likes, but when we get to the 20 likes tonight, I feel like we're going to zoom through to 25. And Robin said, okay, Huntsman says, I'm definitely not using an auto clicker to show support, lol. Huntsman, I didn't even know that was a thing, but it's counting. That's all I'm saying. Listen, mate, you're helping. That's all I care about, so appreciate it. Auto clicker, semi-automatic clicker, manual clicker, whatever's going on, it's bringing the vibe. Robbins, we hope you all enjoy it here. Make sure to stay nice and have a fun. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks and have a good time. For real, I'm sure most of the people watching right now have liked and subscribed, but if you haven't, hit the like button and make sure you are subscribed because we're streaming 5 days of the week. And Nova has said, random, but I ordered a pair of SpongeBob themed scrubs for my med internship. You are going to be a very chill looking med student, Nova. But why not? Why not? I'm sure you get like all sorts of random like scrubs and stuff nowadays. Anyway, Eva is here. Says hi. Hello, Eva. And N17 Roughneck says, what football team do you support? I support Everton FC. I feel like I've caught up with the comments, which is pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool, nice. And Abby is saying, hi, I run to listen to Bob Marley and Tupac often. Oh, again, W for both of those artists. I had Tupac on yesterday, and Bob Marley was on the stream the other night. So yeah, love it, Abby, love it. And you know what? I've been getting more into Tupac in recent years. I used to be much more into Biggie, but Tupac's pretty legendary as well. Robin says, I love this job. Well, Robin, you do a super great job. For real, I'm not just saying it to be like to get you hyped, but you really do an awesome job. Like, this is what, for a small streamer like myself, to be so blessed, and people overuse the word blessed sometimes, but genuinely, to be a tiny little tiddly pipsqueak streamer like myself, and to have awesome chat members who are friendly, who welcome other people to the chat, who remind people to like and subscribe, who just generally cool, nice, friendly people, that means a lot. And like I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again, Robin, that's our expression. We've said it before, and we're going to say it again. Everybody that brings that type of energy online should be proud of themselves, because it's not everywhere online that's like this. Nova says, rest in peace, Tupac. 100%. Rest in peace, Biggie. Rest in peace, Tupac. And Millie says, I listen to the Beatles. Lol. Millie, someone asked me on stream like several times, who's your favourite band of all time? And I answered the Beatles, because you might think that's an obvious answer, but literally, I love the Beatles. Like, I used to listen to them a lot, especially when I was a kid. And when I listen back to their music now, all I can hear is the influence they've had on modern pop music. So, huge W to the Beatles. And Jamaica High is back in the chat and says, so sorry I've missed so many streams. But hi, Jamaica. No need to apologise. It's lovely to have you back here in the chat. Love it. It's great. We've got a regular crew of people in here tonight, and we've got a couple of new faces. We've got Nova's in the building. Who else is new here? If you're here, let me know. In fact, speaking of new, Amit Visht could be new. And they say, what, homie? What's up to you, Amit? Love that energy. I think it's the first time I've seen you here. And as always, it's very good to have new chat members. Like I was just saying to the chat, we've got a lovely crew of regulars now who hop in the chat and say, yo, what's up? But we also get lots of new friendly faces where I love to see. Have I missed any comments? I feel like I'm nearly there, you know. Feel like I'm nearly there. Huntsman, though, said, Edward, check how many emojis for my estimate, maybe 5,000. Ooh, we will see, Huntsman. I think the most I've seen was, I want to say like 3.5 or 3.6k. So you'd have to be working overtime with that. That auto click of yours would have to be going hard tonight. But in any case, don't let Huntsman be the only one throwing emojis at the side. And if you're watching for the first time, I'm streaming from England. My name's Edward, and we have people watching on the stream from all over the world. Make sure you hit subscribe, because we're streaming 5 days of the week. We've been streaming 5 days of the week for like, how long has it been, chat? Maybe like 5 weeks. It's been super fun. And like I say, we've got a super cool crew of regular people who join the chat, hang out and have fun. Speaking of people who join the chat and have fun, WB is back in the stream and says, on the stream, and says, hello again, or hello to you, WB. Good to see you again. And Eva says, please, can we just have a house tour? 500 subs, guys. I've promised you, just like I promised the Roblox subs. But with the house tour, right, there's going to be no delay with the house tour. I've already told my parents about this. I think I told you the other night, guys, but I was speaking to parents about YouTube, and they're like, oh, how's it going? I was like, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like, I'm having a good time. Like, the chat's really vibing along with me, and there's a nice little crew of regular people. And I told them that when we get to 5 subs, I'm doing a house tour. And they were like, oh, you better get your house sorted then. I was like, yeah, 100%. So it's good motivation for me. So if you're watching, if you're not hit subscribe yet, hit subscribe. We're streaming 5 days of the week. And at 500 subs, we're doing the house tour. So make sure you're around for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we've also got a delayed 200 subs Roblox stream coming as well. Like I was telling in the chat before, some big things coming. We've got a new desktop stream coming. Laptop's coming. Desk is coming. New camera, everything. So please hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit subscribe. And join. And if you are watching for the first time, I reckon it's probably a lot of regulars here right now. But if you're watching for the first time, my challenge to you is jump in the chat, say hello, and I promise you that you'll be made to feel very welcome. All right, let me catch up with the comments really quick. I think I'm nearly there. Huntsman says, don't forget the moderator Huntsman. Well, I should say moderator astronomer Huntsman. Huntsman, if I'm talking about you in the chat, I'm going to sometimes have to shorten it to Huntsman. But it is, nonetheless, the one, the only astronomer Huntsman holding it down. Millie's talking about the Beatles and says, OMG, same. George is my favourite member. Paul is close, though. George might be my favourite Beatle as well, you know, because he was quite overlooked. And he did some good things in his own right. And yeah, good shout. I could get behind that, Millie. Okay, let me catch up. People got some Panico fans in the chat. Oh, Abby, just catching up with your comment who says, what about Fleetwood Mac? W Fleetwood Mac. Love Fleetwood Mac. I've actually played Fleetwood Mac before in the background would have been. And speaking of W's, whoever just hit the like button and took us to 19 likes, shout out to you because that's awesome. We're trying to smash through 20 likes, guys, and I know through the power of the chat we can do it between us. The streams have been absolutely popping recently, and it's because of you guys bringing the energy. Thank you so much. If you watch it and you haven't hit the subscribe button, genuinely do, because we're streaming days of the week. There's a lovely, lovely crew of regulars waiting to welcome you into the chat. And if you're literally watching this stream for the first time tonight, if you've maybe come across it on the feed on YouTube, or you've streamed for whatever reason, and you don't want to chat in the chat, you're thinking, oh, am I going to be welcomed? Am I not? My promise to you is if you jump in the chat and say hello, you'll be made to feel very welcome by our lovely chat members. And W, whoever just hit the like button, taking us to 20 likes, that is an awesome, awesome number to see. Big up to you all. And let me catch up with the chat. And we've got another one from Maskymation who says, fun fact, Stewie Griffin Family Guy doesn't actually have an accent. His real voice is American accent close to Peter's. I actually did know, that's a good fact. I actually did know that because I've sort of watched some of the clips of like the voice actors and stuff on Family Guy and Simpsons and things like that. But yeah, Stewie Griffin, I believe, was actually based on a World War One or two. I think it was World War Two pilot. I don't know if you guys knew this, but yeah, Stewie Griffin is based apparently on this World War Two pilot. Maybe you've heard that before. Jamaica's got to go, so bye, Jamaica. Nice to see you. We'll see you next time. Millie loves George Harrison's solo career. Yeah, me too. Oh, and I'm seeing 19 likes, guys, but I feel like that's going to pump right up again. Someone is playing with my emotions, taking away the 20th like. But thank you and saying, yay, 20, we did this together. Thank you all. 100% is a team effort, which I love to see. And speaking of Robin, she says, we hope you all enjoy it here. Make sure to stay nice and have fun. Please get to like and subscribe. Thanks and have a great time. Could not have put it better myself. And boom, guys, just like that, out of nowhere. It went from like 19, I look up, and 22 likes have come out of nowhere. So just hit the like button. Let me know in the chat so I can give you a personal shout out, please. Abby says, Edward, your taste in music is fire. You know what? I appreciate that, Abby. And for real, I can't take all of the credit. The YouTube algorithm, over the years, the YouTube algorithm has genuinely introduced me to some really good music. Maybe you guys have the same experience, but honestly, I've discovered some really cool music just through YouTube recommendations. Keegan says, I hit the like button. Keegan, you are a real one. Thank you so much. It's much appreciated. Keegan48, I don't think I've seen you here before, so maybe hit the subscribe button as well because we're streaming 5 days of the week. There's a really, really nice, awesome chat forming here, and you'll be made to feel very welcome by everyone that comes in the stream. Right? So hell yeah. And Nova says, I was the 20th like. Big up to you, Nova. But it took you a long time to like, Nova. Don't make it so long next time. I'm only kidding, but for real, Nova, thanks so much for joining the stream. And I know you say you've only got 10 more minutes of your break, which is sad. But hopefully you enjoyed this time with us on your break. I know we've enjoyed having you here, and it's nice to see a new face. Like I say always, we've got a great crew of regular people that check in, hang vibe with us on stream. But each time we stream, we get a couple of new people, and the new people come around, and they become new friends as well. And then before we know it, we've got a whole thriving crew of people, which is awesome to see. All right, let me catch up. When Robin says, yo, Edward, you should check above. Well, Robin, I'm going to check up. I think I've caught up with your comment, Robin. Let me know if I've missed it, please. Oh, okay. Eva says, can you please play Debut by Cat's Eye? We can put some on. Okay, what else have I got? What else have I got in this chat? Hunter says, but yeah, I probably did like 7k emojis. Well, Robin, something, and it's about being a moderator. I'm sorry, Robin. I don't want to do this to you. I'm sorry, Robin. I don't, Robin. I am sorry, Robin. I'm really sorry. Robin, You're now a moderator. W Robin, let's go! Let's go, Robin. You are now a moderator on the channel. Hopefully you fell for it the first part. Hope fell for it the first part. But Robin, you are now a moderator, or at least you're a moderator on my side. Thank you so much for bringing positive energy, well-deserved mod responsibilities. Robin, I know you don't need reminded, but like I'd say to everybody, please use the power wisely. Don't let it go to your head. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And as always, guys, if you're currently watching and you're one of the regular crew and you're thinking, hey, why am I not a moderator? Don't take it personally. We have so many people that want to be mods, and I want to make you all mods. And part of the reason we're in a Discord is so we can have more of a space where you guys can have your own say, have your own channels, give me input, make suggestions, and have have input, have influence. And I think you guys deserve that because, like I always say, without you guys, there's no point in me doing this. So everybody who joins the streams, who gets chatty in the chat, who vibes along, you make this all possible. So thank you so much. And yeah, like I was saying, if you're not currently a mod, but you want to be a mod, or you're thinking, hey, I always come to the streams, why am I not a mod? Don't take it personally. We just don't have too many mods because otherwise it'll get crazy busy in the chat. But we're going to rotate the mods over time. So keep vibing along and we'll make that happen. Let me see if I've missed anything. Henry says, I'm stupid this entire time. I thought liking was clicking the heart emoji. It took me way too long to realise. Well, you know what, Nova, if you were getting busy, whether you're hitting the emojis on the side or whether you live stream, either way, it's much appreciated. And it's the thought that counts, right? Have I missed anything? Have I missed anything in the chat? And Brooke is here! Hell yeah! And what's really nice as well, Abby is here as well. And I think you guys have talked before, and I was literally saying, I think it was Abby. No, it was Brooke. I think you had just left, and Abby arrived, and I was like, oh, it's a shame you've missed Abby because I feel like you guys have hung out before in the chat. But in any case, hello to you, Brooke. Very nice to have you in the chat again. It's been a very nice conversation, and it's getting even nicer now that you're here. Here we go. Abby says, me? I think. Okay, we're talking about mods. And Edward, I don't mind. Take away my mod and give it to Abby. Are you sure, Eva? Because I don't want you to feel like I'm being mean to you or anything. Dan Edits Pro was super nice, and he gave up his mod badge for a little bit. Turned in his badge. So Eva, let me know if you're happy to do that. We can swap Abby in as a mod. I'd love to have Abby as a mod. You've done an awesome job so far, Eva, but only if you're comfortable with having your badge for a little bit. Okay, Eva is setting me straight and she says, Edward, give my mod to Abby. Well, Eva, that is very noble of you. I really appreciate it. Your kind not gone unnoticed. And all I would like to say, as well as thank you to Eva being so selfless rather than selfish, you've been very selfless. All I want to say is, Abby, you are now a moderator, so welcome to the mod squad. Okay. And Nova, I think I've missed one of Nova's comments, or have I? No, I've only got one to catch up on from Nova, which is that, oh, everyone's so sweet here. Well, Nova, we like to hear that you think so. Like I said, that's the vibe we want to create. Want it to be super welcoming, fun, interactive, and everybody getting on board. And like I say, guys, whether you're 90 years old or 9 years old, I want this to be a place. Maybe 9 years old might be a long, because sometimes, occasionally, there will be a swear word. Occasionally, not many. We keep it nice and friendly, but occasionally there might be a swear word. But yeah, my point is that we want this to be a welcoming space. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that one. Robin says, I like chess. Robin, I don't know how to play chess, so I need to learn slave. And honestly, yeah, just coming back to Eva's super friendly gesture, that's honestly the type of energy that needs celebrating and respecting around here. So well done to Eva for being super selfless. And well done to the chat as well for backing her up. Like, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Like, Eva did a nice thing. She was like, yeah, I'm going to let someone else be a mod bit. And guess what happened? She was thanked by myself, and the chat thanked her as well. So, you know how they say, like, sometimes, like, good deeds go unrecognised? Well, that was a good deed and deserved recognising. So well done, Eva. Well done, chat. And also, just for the record, well done who drove hit the like button for the 21st time. We're trying to hit 30, guys. We've got about 15 minutes left on stream. And with the power of the chat, I want to see if we can hit 30 likes. Let's see if we can do it, guys. If you're watching right now and you're enjoying the stream and you're vibing along, like button, the chat's been popping off recently, and I would love for us to get to 30 likes tonight. What else is in this chat though? And Robin says, "Congrats, Abby, and welcome to the squad." Hell yeah, the mod squad for real. And Ranger again being a real one, saying she'll make a great wad, great wad, great mod. Definitely, Abby will make a great mod. And like I say, guys, when we have the Discord, that should be like more of a space where can really have a bit more like freedom to express themselves and have their opinions and leave facts and just personalize it and stuff. You know what I mean? I want that to be somewhere where everyone gets involved. And speaking of everyone, we've got a new face in the chat. Shri Sharma says, "Hi, watching from India." Well, Shri, thank you so much for saying hello. If you're new here, you might not have heard me say it, even though I say it all the time, which is that I love, love, love connecting with people from all over the world, hearing where people are from. So thank you so much for sharing. I believe at least one other chat member who is also watching from India. So very nice to hear from you. And if you haven't hit subscribe already, please do hit subscribe because we're streaming 5 days of the week and we've got a lovely community of people. So big up to you, Shri, and big up to the chat as well. Abby says, "Thanks, Rob. Edward, I apologise if I'm not here as often. You can take it away anytime. I respect you either." Love that. I need like a way to react myself, guys, because I've not got one when I'm streaming. But what I would say is, Abby, do not worry at all. Listen, if you can't come for weeks time, I will never hold it against anyone. I'll never be like, "Where were you? You should have been here." Nah, because like I said, genuinely, keeping it 100 with you guys, I would chat member came into the chat once a month, stayed for an hour, and felt like they had a really time. Then feeling like they need to be here 3, 4, 5 nights of the week, and they're like, "Oh, I need to jump." No, do it in a way that makes it enjoyable for you. And I know that sounds silly because you would think that as a streamer, like I want as many like people watching all the time, and I do. I want people here long term. I want them to feel like included, welcome, part of the crew. And you're not going to feel like part of the crew if you feel like it's a pressure. So, Abby, do not worry about being here part of the time. But yeah, W either way. And let me catch up because I've missed some. And Shri says, "Nice to meet you. It's a little bit hard for me to understand your accent." Well, Shri, it's probably because I'm speaking fast, and it's probably because I do speak fast, and it's probably been my internet as well. So I'm hoping, Shri, I'm hoping that you can get this message. I hope the internet is working and that I'm not speaking in a difficult way to understand. But Shri, I'm glad to see that the chat is making you very welcome. And Shri actually asks, "Which country are you from?" I'm from England. Sunny, sunny England. Well, not that sunny, but you know what I'm saying. I'm from the north of England, and we've got other people in the chat who are watching from other places in England, other places in the UK. But like yourself, we've got people watching from all over the world, and it's a lot of fun. Eva says, "If I have to be honest, I will miss being mod, but keeping people safe. But Abby deserves it. Well, Eva, you've turned in your back for now, but like I say, it's not forever. We'll rotate you back in, and got to recognise the people that were here from the early days, and you, Eva, are one of those people. So a special shout out to you." Huntsman says, "Yo, when I had my old name and profile, I remember how active I used to be. It's a bit sad. Honestly, I fell off." Huntsman, don't put pressure on yourself, mate. You didn't fall off. In fact, if anything, you did such a good job of being so active and so present for such a long time. You set yourself a standard that it was difficult to like for anyone to stick to. So, like I say, if you need to take days off, weeks off, as long as my astronomer moderator Huntsman comes back long term, that's what I'd like. That's what I'd like to see, mate. I don't want you to do yourself in. Just take it steady. Oh, cool. We've got another another fact, which is from Nova, who says, "I'm from Iran, but live in Australia, by the way." Well, Nova, thanks for sharing. And I did not know that. Like I say, I don't want to be like, "Where are you from? Tell me right now." But I'm always super curious when new people join the chat. For example, I know the Huntsman, like myself, is in England. That's where he watches from. But when other people join, I don't always know. So thank you, Nova. It helps me to form a little pit people are and like where they're at in the world, and just I just like knowing. So thank you, Nova, for sharing. Foxy85 is back in the chat, says, "Eduardo is live." What's up to you, Foxy? And Yumas10 says, "Do you care about me?" Hey, Yumas10, I'll tell you what I care. I care about creating a nice vibe in here where everyone feels welcome, no matter where you're from, what your background is, what you look like, what you believe, what you don't believe. This chat and this space is all about a good time and making everybody feel like they've got somewhere they can hang out and just vibe with the crew. So I've not seen you here before, Yumas10, but hopefully you'll stick around. As I say, we've got a lovely, lovely community of people forming. And if you haven't hit like and subscribe already, for real, I'm not just saying it, we're streaming 5 days of the week right now. The chat does an awesome job of making it exciting in here. So thank you to you. And for real, guys, there's great things coming. I was telling the chat before, we've got desktop streaming coming, which I'm super excited about. New desk, new laptop, new camera, the full shebang. We've got Britney Spears that's just come on autoplay in the background, so it doesn't tell you that things are heating up. I don't know what will. We've also got Depression Talk, aka Rob, back in the chat, who says, "Evening, Ed. What's up to you, Rob?" Like I've told the chat many times before, Rob does some great work on his YouTube channel. He talks about depression, anxiety, and generally destigmatizes mental health, which is a really important thing to do. So go give him a follow as well. Have I missed anybody? I feel like I haven't. Oh, and Shree says, "Oh, you are pronouncing my name so cutely." Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly, Shree. I do hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. But Shree says, "If you ever visit India, come to New Delhi. I'll make you eat street food of it and we'll show you culture fit." Ah, well, Shree, thank you so much for the suggestion, because like I've told the chat before, one day, I would love to do some big IRL streams. Not with some IRL streams in my country, but one day I would love to IRL stream in India. I personally it'd be quite a fun thing, like finding somewhere like New Delhi, where there's a great food scene, meeting up with a few subscribers, maybe hanging out with you guys. I know there's somebody else that watches from New Delhi as well. There's somebody else. I don't want to say their name in case they're not comfortable, but I feel like they're in the chat right now, and I feel that's where they're from as well. So it could be someone who's in this chat right now is also from New Delhi. But in any case, what I'm trying to say to you guys is that I really appreciate the offer, Shri, and hopefully one day we can make an IRL India stream happen. Let me see if I've missed anybody's comments. Let me catch up. Abby says, "Ed, thank you for being kind, Edward." Thank you, Abby, for the thanks. Genuinely, try my best. By no means am I some sort of special guy. I'm really, I'm trying to keep it serious. I've got like Britney Spears Toxic that's come on, and I'm really trying to concentrate. But for real though, Abby, like honestly, I'm not a special guy. I'm not like the most kind person, the most, even my EdwardCares. It's not that I'm the most caring person in the world. I try, I really do try to be caring, but it's more like I care about stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like, how like no one cares like Edward cares. That's kind of the vibe. And Rob is sharing where he's from, and he says, "Thanks for sharing, Rob." I thought so from your accent, but I didn't want to out you as a fellow Brit. Rob says he hit 1,700 subs today. Hell yeah, love to see it. Great to hear. Keep pushing, man. That's brilliant. 1,700 next stop, 1,800 next stop, 2,000 next stop, the moon. So big up to you, Rob, and keep talking about some really important subjects like you are doing. Dobby Snuffy is back in the chat and says, "Hello, brother, greetings." Hello, Dobby Snuffy, nice to see you. And it's very nice to see people hitting that like button. Big up to everybody that's taking the time to like the stream and subscribe. Like I keep telling everybody, we're here 5 days of the week streaming, and it's a lot of fun. We've got a crew of regular awesome people, new people checking in as well. So it's always nice to see new friendly faces. And if you're out there and you haven't said hello in the chat before, please jump in the chat, say hello, and I promise you that you'll be made to feel very welcome. And big up to everybody that's absolutely spamming the like button, because we've about 5 likes in a few minutes, and it's much appreciated. Fox asks, "Edward, what do you make of deja vu?" Do you mean like the phenomenon of what? I've got cramp. Do you mean the phenomenon where like you get that expression, that sensation of deja vu? If that's what you're on about, I've definitely had that like numerous times. Eva says, "Oh, Edward, I thought Cares was your last name." For all intents and purposes, it is my last name. It's my persona. It's what I go by. So I am Edward Cares. That's the vibe. Let me catch up with some comments. Mace Williams is saying, "I did a grade 2 sprain on my ankle today." I didn't. Sorry, just a tune came on in the background. I didn't know that sprains were graded like that, to be fair. So you're teaching me something there, Maisie Williams. And by the way, guys, just you all in the room, let me just remind you that we've got big things coming. We've got a desktop stream coming. I owe the chat 200 subs Roblox stream, so I'm behind. I'm in debt. I'm literally in debt to the chat for Roblox stream. But when we hit 500 subs, we're doing the house tour, which I can't wait to show you guys, because if nothing else, it's a good excuse for me to get motivated and really spruce my house up and make it a little nice place for you guys to show. So if you haven't hit subscribe, please do so. We're streaming 5 days of the week. Huntsman says, "You missed my space fact." Let me go back to this space fact. But before I do that, let me just do a quick thanks to Shri, if you're still watching, who says, "Okay, it's now midnight in India. I have to sleep. It was nice meeting your new subscriber." Or Shri, if you see this message, yes, you've just seen it because you posted it. Shri, I really hope you hear me say this. It was really nice to meet you too as well. Thank you for checking in all the way from India, and have a great night's sleep. I appreciate you spending the last part of your night with us. And we'll see you soon, Shri. Big up to you. All right, Huntsman, let me quickly find your space fact before it goes into nowhere. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Okay, here we go. Moderator Astronomer Huntsman dropping a fact in the chat and says, "Oh yeah, space fact. Mom, Z14 is the no. Where's it gone? And Dr. Herb, quickly, Dr. Herb 25, you may have gone because I missed your comment, but Dr. Herb 25, if you're also watching from New Delhi, big up to you. Thank you so much for saying hello. But quickly, back to Huntsman's comment, and he says, Mom Z14 or MOM Z14 is the furthest known galaxy from Earth, and due to the rapid expansion of the universe, it is 33.8 billion light years away, was created 240 million years after the Big Bang. Those numbers are so big, I can't even wrap my puny brain around them, Huntsman. So thank you for blowing my mind once again. All right, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Mr. Taylor Ludurden says, sing a song, your stream will hit 2K very easily. You might be right, Mr. Taylor Ludurden. I'm going to have to warm up my voice a little bit, guys. I used to sing in a choir when I was younger, but have I got the pipes at the moment? Let's see. Nova's got a bounce. It says, my supervisor's calling me. Your farewell. Nova, it was lovely to see you in the chat. Thank you for joining the vibe and hopefully see you in another stream. Have a good rest of your day and take care for now. All right, let me catch up. Payne Reaver, who says, but does Ed really care? Well, Payne Reaver, I'm catching up with your comment and I hope you're still here. Like I was telling the chat before, when someone says, what do you care about? Well, the EdwardCares thing is that, you know, there's a lot of negative energy in the world. There's a lot of bad vibes there. And I feel like if just myself trying to put a little bit of positive energy into the world, you know, I was saying like, oh, no one cares, like Edward cares. Like, I'm not the best guy. I'm not the most moral guy or like the kindest person. I try. Don't get me wrong, I do try. But I'm not like the best guy like that. That's not what I'm trying to say, who I am. But I'm someone that wants to make the world a little bit better. And I feel like this is a great outlet and I'm really enjoying being here with you guys. I appreciate you being on the journey as well. Astronomer Moderator Huntsman is out. Moderator Astronomer Huntsman, have a fantastic rest of your night. We appreciate you all, as always, joining the vibe, bringing the energy, and doing a great job on mod duties. So big up to you. Dr. Herb 25 is still here and says, UG. I don't know what that means, Dr. Herb, but thank you for still being here after I missed your comment earlier. Have I missed anything in the comments? Have I missed anything? I feel like I'm nearly there. Guys. Hell yeah. Apart from Eva, who says, can you read my comments, please? I will try. Eva, please, if it was about the walls, yeah, please don't eat the walls, Eva. Please don't eat the walls. But thank you for being excitable, but don't eat the walls. That's all I'm asking you, Eva. Do not eat the walls. And I think I missed Dobby's comment earlier, who says, how are you doing? It's been a long time. Dobby, I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Like I was telling the channel, didn't have the best day. Wasn't feeling too fresh before, but it's been a fun stream with you guys, and as always, I really appreciate you bringing the energy. Okay, Mr. Taylor says, I have tried by just playing song on phone. I was having 2K plus watching. That's crazy. That's crazy, Mr. Taylor. I think I've had most I've had in the 30s before, but don't get me wrong, quality not quantity. That's what I'm saying. But that's crazy if you had that many people watching you on live. That's. Eva says, guys, I can't stop eating walls. Eva, stop eating walls. Oh, okay. And Dr. Herb, who left a very cryptic comment before, says, it means nothing. I'm studying on half window and half YouTube. And subject code here in your comments section. Well, Dr. Herb, thank you for dropping that in chat. And thank you for explaining it as well, because I would have had no idea what that meant. But thanks for having us on in the background. It's nice to know that you're vibing along. And good luck with the studying as well. Robin says, we hope you all enjoy it here. Make sure to stay nice and have fun. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks and have a great time. We do not care about luck, politics, race, or anything. 1,000,000%. Robin, you're doing such a good job because I feel like Robin only joined the chat. Let me know, Robin, when did you think you joined the chat? Because I feel like it was within the last week. I literally think it was within the last maybe 5 streams or something. And since then, you've brought loads of super friendly positive energy. And Robin says, I combined the greeting and some of the channel info on my comment before. Hell yeah, you did. You did a great job. And Rob also says, yeah, 4 days or so ago. That's what I mean, right? You've only been here a few days. And there's a lot of positive, chatty people in the chat. But Robin, you are right up there as one of the most positive, chatty people in the chat, which I really love and appreciate. And you know what? Just like that, guys, I think I've caught up with the comments, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So we've got a few more minutes of the chat, and then we're gonna have to put a cap in it, put a cork in it just for tonight. But not before we read comments. And Dr. Herb says, I have ADHD, I can't focus on one thing at a time, so I'm listening to your live. It was positive and reading side by side. Well, Dr. Herb, I'm really glad to hear that it's a study aid. I really do appreciate that. We have people that are out working or they're busy and they'll have the stream on in the background. And one of our chat members, Jazz, she's often out working. She may even be still listening now. Maybe she's busy with a job. But Jazz joins the chat and she has been on in the background, has us on in the background. And I love to hear that. So Dr. Herb, we are all wishing you all with your studying. And we'll look forward to seeing you on another stream with us. If you haven't hit subscribed, may I invite you to please hit subscribe so you can join the fun next time. Abby says, Edward's ecstatic voice when he catches up with the chat. For real. For real. Like, honestly, Abby, sometimes, because I love nothing more when the chat is chatting. But sometimes when the chat is absolutely popping off, I'm like struggling to catch up, and I've got people that like, my comment, you missed it again. And I'm like, I'm trying. And the thing is, right, sometimes people are really helpful and they're like, oh, stop commenting, let Edward catch up. But if anything, I want the chat to be as possible. So I've got loads of stuff I can just like whiz through and give shout outs and answer questions quickly. It keeps me on my toes. But you're right, Abby. Sometimes when I get to the top of the chat, I'm like, oh, freedom, like a break. Love it. And Robin also says, you're so close to 30. Yes, we are close, guys. I'm seeing 26. I don't know what you're seeing, but I'm seeing 26. So I'm really hoping that we're going to get a sudden little boost of people right before I stop streaming, because I'm going to have to stop soon actually, because I need to kind of get in a bit. But I'm really hoping whenever I say that, YouTube somehow telepathically knows that I'm about to stop streaming, and it sends like a little boost of people. I don't know if like on a level whether there's some like crazy sort of stuff going on there where YouTube's like is somehow in what's being said, or like it's somehow able to like detect keywords like, oh, I'm ending the stream, because I usually get a little rush of people that come in whenever I say that. But we'll see. But in any case, if we can get towards 30 likes, that'd be super cool. If not, it's been a great stream anyway. And Dr. Herb says, yes, I've already subscribed. Keep on coming back because I'm a night owl and I love positive people who are just spreading happiness. You're real positive. Thank you, Dr. Herb. And honestly, I think you found the right place, because this whole stream, this whole vibe, it's all about making people feel welcome. Like wherever you're from, whoever you are, whatever your background is, you can just come and spend some time and hang out with us and you'll be made to feel welcome. And for real, it's a positive place. Like, that doesn't mean that everyone always has to be like, everything's great all the time. But what I mean is, if someone jumps in the chat and they're like, oh, I'm sad my dog died, we've got a really nice crew of people that will be like, oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. Hope you're doing okay. And it happens all the time. It's happened on this very stream. Someone was who'd been unwell. Someone had been unwell, and the chat was like, "I'm really sorry to hear that." We had it the other night. Someone's grandfather had passed away, and again, the chat was really supportive of it. So, big up to everybody that's in the chat, and big up to you, Dr. Herb. It was nice to see you on this stream, and we'll look forward to seeing you on another stream soon. And love to whoever hit the like button. We are so close to 30 likes, guys. As you know, I've got to stop in a few minutes, but I would love it if we can get to 30 likes. Let's see how close we can get. I am not that innocent says, you make it rain, but I make it shower, you should know. Cryptic. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Robin says, I'm so very excited for this Discord server. I really love helping out all the time. It's my favourite thing to do. Robin, you are going to be a very, very popular person in life, because helping others is a really nice quality. Like, as I say, it doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. Being helpful, kind, will take you a long way in life, and the people in your life will appreciate you for that. So Robin, I'm excited to get that up and running, and it gives me motivation. Like I say, when I know that people are excited and want to help out and stuff, it gives me extra motivation to get myself in order, get sorted, and make that happen. So I'm really looking forward to getting involved with that, Robin. It's going to be good. Abby said that's Pat Little Mix. Was that what we had in the background, or is that a song request? This is actually on autoplay at the moment, so I'm not sure. Doja Cat. Okay, and Dr. Herb says, I'm dealing with anxiety and chronic disease, but I'm feeling good here. Being a doctor myself, I am just a glitch in a matrix, being a patient myself too. Well, thank you for sharing to her. But like honestly, for real, I love hearing about, like I said, where people are from and what their story is. And the more people like share with me, the more I can sort of like picture of them and feel like I can connect with them. And hopefully through these streams, you guys will feel like you can connect me too and learn a bit more about me and what I like and stuff. So yeah. But one comment has just caught my eye. One comment which cannot be missed, and it's Chris O'Reilly back in the chat who says, "I'm back." For anyone that doesn't know, Chris is one of our OG commenters, OG mods, and he's honestly an awesome chat member. He makes his own videos now, so if you've not watched them before, he's got the orange profile picture. Give him a really nice guy who's brings some really great energy. So big up to Chris. Great to hear, man. Since you were last here, Chris, we've got some new faces. We've got, of course, the regular crew as well. But and any Chris, lovely to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. You've actually joined us for the last 1 or 2 minutes of the stream. We've got to wrap it up tonight because we've been streaming for over and a half already, and it's been a lot of fun, but it's getting late here. So you made it for the last part, but I'm buzzing that you made it, Chris. It's really nice to see you, mate. Oh, okay. And Abby is setting me straight because I'm slow. And so the message from I'm Not That Innocent, which was something about you make it rain, but I make it shower, you should know. Good knowledge, Abby, to be fair. Good knowledge. Dr. Herb says hi to all the anxiety buddies, the real restless baddies. I think there's a lot of us out there that struggle with anxiety, so what's up to you, Herb? And Chris says I'll tune in tomorrow. Well, you know what, Chris? As it stands, tomorrow is my day off and Saturday's my day off. But Sunday, mate, we are back on Sunday at the moment, 5 days of the week, Sunday to Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time. Love to whoever just hit the like, taking us to 28 likes. We are so close to 30 likes, guys. If you're watching this right now and you've not hit like, show a brother some love, hit the like button. The chat's been amazing, and I know we can get to 30 likes between us. I've really got to go in like a minute or two, but let's see, everybody. And even if we don't get to 30 likes, it's been amazing, but let's see what happens. And hopefully, everybody's had a really nice time tonight. I know I have. It's been another good stream with the regulars, some new friendly faces. And in that energy, I'll read Robin's comment out, who says, "We hope you enjoy it here. Make sure to stay nice and have fun. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks and have a great time. We do not care about looks, politics, race, or anything." 100% Robin. Agree more. And Robin has just updated me 29 likes. I can only see 28, but I'm hoping the 29th is going to come through any minute. If you're watching right now and you just hit the like button to take us to 20 likes, big up to yourself. I really appreciate that. Oh, guys, I feel like we've got to hit the 30 likes between us. If we have to stream a little bit longer, that's what we're going to have to do, everybody, because I know we can hit the 9 likes between us. And Chris says, have an excellent week, everyone. Have an excellent weekend, Edward, and everyone watching. The same to you, Chris, mate. The same to you. I will look forward to catching up with you properly. I feel like we've not chatted in too long. And as I say, mate, when you're on the stream, I always appreciate you being here, hanging out. You're one of the early watchers, and your kind energy and genuinely your motivation as well. Really, I know you said that I motivated you, but you motivated me, mate, through kind of turning up and showing love and energy. So it's much appreciated, Chris, and it won't be forgotten. Robin says, "Come on, someone like." Yeah, for real, somebody hit the like button because we're so close to 30 likes. I can actually see 28 right now, so maybe it's gone down or maybe my chat is slow. But in any case, we are dangerously close to 30 likes. It's been another super stream, 101 minutes. Crushing it, guys. But I feel like we can get to that magic 30 likes. If you've just joined the chat, you know what to do. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We're streaming 5 days of the week. Abby is kindly updating me and she says, I see 29. So sometimes that happens, guys. People will update me in the chat and be like, oh, you've got this number of likes and I can't see it. So hopefully the 29th one will be in a minute. And I'm praying that the 30th comes through soon. But listen, right, guys, whether it does, whether it doesn't, you guys have been super helpful to me. And honestly, everybody that comes in the chat, that brings the energy, that welcome to the room, it means a lot. It really, really does. And Chris says I'm going to go tune in on Saturday. Well, Chris, we'll look forward to it, mate. I will look forward to hanging out with you. And if there's anything that you want to say in the chat or any questions or, any shout-outs that you want, we're going to make that happen for you. Abby is also saying slow and steady. Honestly, Abby, I was having a conversation with someone before and we agreed that as well. It's like, as long as you're moving in the right direction, that's what counts. Making some movement forward rather than staying still, slow and steady. Nermal is in the chat and says, well. What's up, Nermal? Nice to see you in the chat. I don't think I've seen you here before. Thanks for saying hello. And what type of flag is it? It's a US flag. Nermal from the US of A. What's up to you, Nermal? And if Nermal, if you're still listening and you're watching, please hit that like button. We're trying to get to 30 likes. We're actually ending the stream soon because we've been streaming a long time. But we're going to make it. I know we are. Nermal says W speed. W speed? W30th like, that's all I'm saying. But no, Nermal, yeah. Actually, you know what, Nermal? I actually was sharing a fact from Speed before, which was slow motion is better than no motion. And when he said that, he said it on a stage on in a video on stage. I think it was with him, Mr. Beast. No, him and Mr. Beast, and they were being interviewed on stage. And that quote he said, that Speed said, slow is better than no motion. It really resonated with me. And Nermal is asking anyone Insta. Yes, can someone please drop my Insta in the chat? One of the mods is maybe Abby or Robin. It's EdwardCares _. And if you guys let's connect. Please give me a follow on there, and I'll be happy to follow you back. And like Robin says, someone like, please guys, if you're out there, Nermal, you know what to do. Don't make me plead. Thank you very much, Robin, for dropping that in the chat. Much appreciated. That's my. So if you guys are watching and want to connect, then do so. I'm going to, as I say, when I get equipment and stuff, I'm going to post like a few like pics of like behind the scenes of the setup, and yeah, hopefully we can connect on IG as well. Nermal says, guess where I'm from? Well, Nermal, you threw up some American flags, so does that mean, I think they're American flags, right? Yeah, so does that mean that you're American, Nermal? Or is that a red herring? Are you fooling us and you're really from, like someone says, India? Let's see, Nermal's got us on the edge of our seat. How you know? Wilted flower. Rumbled, Nermal. Rumbled. We get viewers who watch from India and stuff, so... Oh, and Dr. Herb is too smooth and says, Nermal means pure. It's a Hindi name. That I did not know. So again, I've learned something else. Robin says, that deserves a like. You know what? That really does deserve a like. Nermal, if you've not liked the stream, you know what to do. We're all waiting with bated breath. Dr. Herb says, I'm Wizard Harry. W Doctor, W Herb. All right, guys, we're going to run this stream for another 2 minutes, and then we're going to have to wrap it up, because otherwise I'm going to be getting up for work in the morning. We're still live streaming. And you know what, guys? One day that would be like a bit of a dream of mine to be able to do this full time, but that's a conversation for another day. All right, everybody, we're winding down. We've got a little bit of time left on the stream. And Abby's asking a deep question, saying, Nermal, I'm from India as well as one another. How about you like the stream, man? Oh, Abby, I misread your question. I thought you were actually saying, like, how do you like the stream from an Indian person to another person? Do you like the stream? But like Abby said, it could be a good thing to do. That's all I'm saying. And Dr. Herb says, I'm from Pluto. Dr. Herb, you are out of this world, quite literally. Robin is saying, someone like, you know what, guys? I'm hoping and praying. We've got like a minute left on the stream, and I'm hoping we get one more like in. Let's see. No one's playing hard to get, but you know what? That's how it is. That's going to be how it is. That's how it is. But let's see. We might get a few more people that jumps in the chat and joins the vibe and hits the like button. So let's see, everybody. We're so close. That's the thing as well. If it was like 24, I'd be like, all right, great stream. Let's wrap it up. But we're so close. And Dr. Herb says there's no unnecessary negativity here, only pure human emotions. Doctor, love that. Love that. Honestly, I'm so lucky to have nice, cool people that are positive and friendly and welcoming in the chat, and it's an absolute credit to everybody that's here. Abby says, W Edward, W Robin, W Herb. For real. Honestly, guys, thank you so much. I am a tiny, tiny, tiny little streamer, but when I've got chat members like you who bring the energy, who are positive, who welcome people into the space, it means so much. So a massive thank you to you. Robin says, someone like, for real. Like, I'm hoping that when I said I'm going to end the stream, YouTube normally, like clockwork, will like bring people into the room. I don't know what it is, but it normally happens. And tonight it's not happened. There's just a few of us chilling here right now. But okay, YouTube is, the algorithm's playing hard to get. Now I can see 29. Now I can see 29. So let's see if we can get one more. Thank you, Robin, for deleting that message. That was a great delete there. I was just about to say. And guys, my friend has phoned me and the screen has gone black again. It's doing that thing. So I'm going to have to end the screen. I'm literally looking at the comments and all I can see is the black of my phone screen. So I'm going to stream right now. Because she's ringing. I'm trying to stream and I'm going to ring her back. Abby said 30 and it was Nova who says, I'm back. I re-liked. Nova takes the huge W. Robin is pumped and says 30 likes. Hell yeah. Can I just give a quick shout out to Robin in the chat, Herb in the chat, Abby in the chat, Nova in the chat, even Nermal, who's being slightly weird and leaving strange comments. W to Nermal, because we made it to 30 likes. Guys, thank you so much for everybody who helped make this possible. You guys, I've told you a million times before, without you guys being here, getting chatty in the chat, interacting, there's no point me even being here. So thank you so much for everybody. You make this a lot of fun. And with that, guys, with that amazing milestone reached, I'm going to wrap this stream up. Thank you to everybody watching. As I say, shout out to Abby, shout out to Robin, shout out to everybody who's here, Nova, Eva the Diva, Dr. Herb, everybody else that's been on the stream and is not here right now but was here earlier. They're getting a shout out as well. And we will be back, everybody, on Sunday, 8 p.m. UK time. So please, if you haven't subscribed already, hit subscribe and we will see you on Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. And thank you, everybody, as well, for holding the chat down. You've done an awesome job. Dr. Herb, great to meet you tonight. And good luck with your studying. We'll see you another time. Nova, we've got to end this stream, unfortunately, but we wish you well with the rest of your day. Abby, who says, you're the best, Abby. No, you are the best because you bring a lovely, lovely, kind energy, which money can't even buy. So thank you, Abby. I really appreciate it. Bye to you all. I look forward to the next stream. Peace out. And by the way, I may drop a video in the next day or two. So please, as always, check out and watch some of the videos. And I'll see you soon, everybody. Take care for now. And big hug. See you then next time. See you then, everybody. Nova's going to be here. Abby's going to be here. Robin's going to be here. Thanks for being a great person in the chat, Robin. And I'm pulling the plug. We're going. See you next time. Sunday, 8 p.m. UK. Subscribe if you haven't. See you then.